Hello everyone, today we are going to study about storage devices. Before this, I would like to recall about IPO cycle. As we know, a computer works on IPO cycle, that means input, processing, output. Let me explain you. First of all, a computer takes input from the user. Then the processor processes the data and that processed data known as output or information. Now, now as we require input device to get input to the computer processing device, that is CPU, and to process data, and output device to display the output on the screen. But do you know where does computer hold this input or output? Yes, computer need one more device, and that's called storage device. A computer uses its memory to store information, and those memory devices are also called storage devices. Do you know one thing? A computer does not understand any of your languages, means it cannot understand Hindi, English, French, etc. So it store all its information in the form of 0 and 1. Computers store its all information in the form of 0 and 1. This 0 and 1 called binary digit. This 0 and 1 is called binary digit, and 0 is a bit and 1 is also a bit. Bit is the smallest unit of memory. Each letter, number or symbol have its own binary code that is very difficult to understand for you. If I will write 00101, you are not able to understand what is written here. But thankfully we are having some component in the computer to interpret our language to computer's binary digit we are having. Let me try explain by another example. Just imagine you are giving a input RAM as a name through the keyboard. When will you press R? When you will press R, first R will be converted in binary number as 01010010, which understand by only computer, and then this binary code will process and again converted in English language to show on monitor, because we are seeing on the monitor and we can't understand binary code. Understood? As well, R, A and M of RAM will also converted in the English to binary, then binary to English. This process take less than microsecond, so we are not able to feel this process. Now let's know about different sizes of memory. As we have different measuring unit for different type of things, like for weight, standard unit is kilogram. For liquid, we are having standard unit liter. We have some unit in computer also to measure the memory. The smallest memory unit is bit. 8 bit make up to 1 byte. R is a character whose binary form is 01010010. This is 8 bit, means 1 byte. So we can say one character is of 1 byte. Now we talk about memory. The data and instructions that are entered into the computer system through input unit are stored inside the computer in some storage media. This storage media is known as a memory. There are two types of memory: primary memory and secondary memory. Now let's start with the primary memory. So it is the main memory of the computer. It is present on the motherboard. Primary memory is divided into two types, RAM and ROM. First is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. It is a temporary memory. It stores the input, instruction and output, but loses all the information when the computer is turned off. I am giving you an example. Suppose you are working in MS Paint. You are working on MS Paint and drawing something. Suddenly your laptop turn off because of low battery and you have not saved your drawing. After charging your laptop, when you restart your computer and Paint program, oh god, you find your program is not there. It means your drawing was being saved temporarily in RAM, but as the laptop got turned off, the RAM cleaned all its memory. Understood? So RAM saved data temporary, and that's why nowadays first we ask for our laptop with higher RAM memory so that is can run the application smoothly and do the multitasking. One more important point, when we give data as input, first it will move in RAM. After RAM it will move to memory unit and get processed. As when we are getting output from the through the monitor, it's come from the RAM, but it should be not stored permanently in storage device, then only it is coming from the RAM. About storage device, about secondary memory I will explain in next class. So next type of storage primary memory is ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. It is a permanent memory, but the information once stored cannot be changed. It cannot be changed. It store the instruction for the computer to start. For example, can you change the setting of the shutting down of the computer? No. Why? Because these instructions are saved in ROM. We can't change. All the instructions that is required for booting of the computer are stored in ROM only. It means the predefined default commands which are needed to computer are stored in only ROM. There are three types of ROM: PROM, EPROM, EEROM. EEPROM, sorry. First, PROM, programmable read only memory. EPROM, erasable programmable read only memory. EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read only memory. In further classes we will discuss about secondary memory. Okay, in next class we will learn about secondary memory. Please practice it. Have a good day. Thank you.